So, tonight, um, let's put this in perspective. It's one game. I remember after game one, and I'm going to be neutral on this, when Boston was up one game on Ottawa. So they won that first game. And Senator fans, some of them were apoplectic and upset regarding that loss, and this was terrible. And, the Senators had really let them down. And there were some, I'm sure, who felt like, well, this is setting the tone for the series. Boston's won. They've taken home ice away. Oh no, what's going to happen now? The honest truth is, one game is just that out of four. It's a best of 7 for a reason. And for Pittsburgh, it's good for them that they won the game. And Crosby had 2 goals in 52 seconds in what was stunning. I was shocked by that play, actually. By both goals. And they were both, good, goal scorers' goals. But, the Caps played a good game. They lost 3-2. The game winner was scored by Nick Bonino with 3 minutes left. But I've seen this script before. So while I'm saying it's only one game, and it's only one game, it's not the end of the world, I have seen this script before. The Capitals play really well. The Capitals are a good team. The Capitals have all the pieces you need, and then, whoops, they just come up short by a goal. Tonight was potentially the start of another downfall for a Caps team, but it's not over. I would definitely remind fans that the Leafs looked like they could knock out Washington and didn't. And while the Penguins are not the Leafs, it's funny because of all of the second round series previews that I did, there's none that generated more vitriol on both sides from fans than this series. And maybe for Caps fans, there's a feeling of, we have to do it this year. This has to be our year. So, damn you if you're not going to support our team, and damn you if you're not going to say they're the greatest team in the world. I still say the most likely Stanley Cup champions are Pittsburgh because they won it last year. I still have Pittsburgh as one of the, or Washington as one of the top, but that's because if they beat Pittsburgh, that's pretty fantastic. And then going from there, theoretically it gets easier, but every series is different. Ottawa came out today and played a really good game. And they beat the Rangers. So they're up 1-0. But Penguins fans seem to be confident, and some Caps fans that I've seen in the comment section and just in general online, arrogant. And it reminds me of the 2011 Canucks. A lot of Canuck fans back in 2011 who were just arrogant. We've got this. This is ours. This is going to be, I remember even hearing, this is going to be easy. And my response to that as a Canuck fan was, have you met the Canucks? Nothing they do is easy. They will make it as hard as possible. You could have that the other team doesn't show up and the Canucks would find a way to lose. Or at least have a tie going into overtime while everybody goes, there's not even anybody on the other side. And that's not a slam. It is just looking at their history. The quote that I used to always like was the one that was, they snatched a defeat from the jaws of victory. That was always my favorite one. And the Capitals have a similar history. Tonight was a good example of where it's too simplistic to look at it certain ways. The idea that Ovechkin chokes, that's been overdone. It's been overdone for years. Ovechkin's numbers in the playoffs aren't bad, and it's usually not his fault when the team fails. Usually. But he'll take that shot and he'll take that blame due to the amount of money he gets, due to the amount of attention he receives, and due to the fact that he is their premier goal scorer. And despite the fact that offensively he wasn't the old Ovechkin this year, he's still their go-to guy in the playoffs. He scored a nice goal tonight, but Crosby scored too. So that's the other part of the narrative that stays the same. Crosby always seems to get the better of Ovechkin, whether it's NHL, whether it's on a world stage, in the Olympics, whatever it is, it seems like Crosby's number one and Ovechkin's number two. This is the year to change it, if they're going to change it. And, you know, Washington's been my pick for the Cup, and I took them in 7 over the Caps, or over the Pens, because you can't lose all the time. You can't keep failing every time against the same team, right? And it's up to Washington to decide what they have to do to shut down Crosby and everybody else. There are a lot of weapons in Pittsburgh. A lot. And with Mata back in the lineup, that adds a new dimension on that blue line. With Daly back in the lineup, that adds to the blue line. So Pittsburgh's blue line is in pretty good shape. Misses Letang like crazy, sure. But Letang, as much as he's able to provide great defense, he also rides that line and crosses it at times, and has been guilty of suspendable plays. And because he plays on that edge, at any point in time he can get injured or provide an injury for another team via a questionable hit or move of his stick. So we'll see where it goes from here. It's only one game, but we'll see where it goes after this. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments below. So go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And I would like to thank the members of the channel who've been really aiding this community in being a community. And I thank you for all your support. I will be doing one more video before I turn in for the night tonight. But I welcome your thoughts on this series. So there's the Ottawa Rangers. I'll touch on that after. This series, there are so many storylines to this. And it feels to me like there's some people who are oversimplifying the matter. It's not simple. It's not just Washington, Pittsburgh. It's not just Ovechkin, Crosby. When I saw Bonino score that goal, I thought, A, of course it's Bonino, and B, I didn't know he was Amish. So I will be attaching an image of his beard to this as the thumbnail for this video, because his beard is epic. It's amazing. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be talking to you all again soon.